Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to bring you a coverage defense that can shut down some of the best offenses in Madden 21. Now quickly guys, if you have not checked out my two most recent videos, they are going to be in the top right of the screen right now in the card. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's move into the pre-play adjustments for this pass defense. Alright guys, so here we go for the pre-play adjustments. In terms of coaching adjustments, put your zone drops flats on 25 yards. So this is going to be your hard flats, clouds, and soft squats, and then for your curve flats, throw them on 5 yards. So that's going to be the zone drops. Remember, 25 for hard, cloud, and soft squats, those flats, and then put curl flats on 5 yards. Now today we're going to be going over the formation here, nickel 3-3-5 wide, and the play is going to be this Tampa 2. Now, if you can, I would recommend going ahead and running nickel 3-3-5 and audibling down to 3-3-5 wide, as you'll be able to get safeties at linebacker. If you sub them in 3-3-5 and audible down, you'll be able to go ahead and get those safeties at linebacker. However, today we're using the Giants playbook, which does not have it, but it's okay. We'll go ahead. We'll just use this for now. But basically here for this, what we're going to do is just go ahead, and if you cannot audible down from 3-3-5 wide to, or 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide, just go ahead and throw your best safety or your fastest safety at that middle linebacker spot, as that will be your user. So Xavier McKinney will do a pretty good job in this scenario. And we're going to be running the play Tampa 2. So we're going to quickly do that. And then on offense, we're going to be running gun rush tight end, PA boo over. So pretty much here for this play, what we are going to be doing is the setup. We're going to the first step of the first setup is going to be pinching our defense, which is going to be right bumper and down on that left stick. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be shading our coverage over the top, which is going to be Y and up on the right stick. And then we're going to go and we're going to be throwing the strong safety into an inside third, which is going to be double tapping Y, pressing the A button, and flicking that left stick to the left. Then the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to go and we're going to throw that right outside corner and that cloud flat into an outside third, which is going to be double tapping Y, pressing the B button, and flicking that left stick up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be throwing that linebacker that's in a vert hook into a hard flat zone, which is going to be double tapping the right D-pad, pressing the A button in this case, flicking that left stick to the left, and if you want, you can shade over the top as well to make it a cloud flat. And then finally, just blitz your user. That's pretty much it. So this is going to be the setup if you want to go ahead and run 4 down linemen, so have 4 people rushing. However, if you don't want to do that, you could throw the left outside linebacker into a bluff blitz, which will put him in a 3-rack hook, which is one of the best zones in the game. Now, how to do that, you're going to double tap the right D-pad, press the X button, and flick that right stick to the right. So you're going to see here that he's in a 3-rack hook. He's going to cover drags. He's going to cover crossing routes at the beginning. He's going to do a pretty good job of this. So basically, we're just going to blitz them. But what you want to cover here is going to be underneath and over the middle as well. That's going to be a really big thing, considering that you are going to be running 4 down linemen. You're not going to have coverage over the middle. So just sort of keep that in mind. But pretty much here, we're just going to hike the ball. You're going to see here, we're going to cover the drag to start off. Then we're going to kind of go up, see anything over the middle. There's nothing. And you see here, we eventually do get pressure, and we are going to sack Drew Brees. Keep in mind, Saints have one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in regs, and we're still getting sheds against them. So what does that say? But anyway here, now we're going to move on to the second setup out of this defense. So we're basically going to be giving our opponent the same look every single time we set our defense up, in terms of we're going to pinch, shade over the top, throw the strong safety into an inside third, and then throw the right outside corner into an outside third. But now what we're going to be doing here is the next thing after you've went ahead and done all that is we're going to be throwing that right outside linebacker into a curl flat, which is double tapping the right D-pad, pressing the A button, flicking that left stick to the right. You know that, the curl flats are on 5 yards, so that's going to be covering that drag route. But then all of a sudden, that shifts our responsibility to covering over the top. Then what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be manning up one of the players, that vert hook player right there. We're going to be manning him up on one of the receivers. So that's double tapping the Y button. We're going to press Y in this case, flick the right stick up, and then we're going to man him up. Let's just go on Y, for example, because I know that the drag is going to be covered with that curl flat. So pretty much here, my responsibility is going to be that crossing route. So if the corner needs help covering it, then I will go ahead and give him help. And then the next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go and we're going to be throwing that left side player right there that left side linebacker, we're going to throw him into a curl flat as well. We're just double tapping the right D-pad, pressing the X button, flicking that left stick to the right. So pretty much right here, we're somewhat doing a double Mabel in terms of we're going to be Mabeling that left side here with a curl flat and a cloud flat. However, this is basically going to go and defend if my opponent, for example, wants to go with a flat route. Because we would have those 25-yard cloud flats on that side of the field, the left side, he would easily be able to get a lot of yards. However, when I throw that curl flat out there, that sort of eliminates that. So basically, once again here, you're going to be looking over the middle, and you're going to be making sure also that there's no delay fades or anything like that. So we're just going to hike the ball. You're going to see here we're going to be covering underneath, go up top to help the safety, and you're going to see right here we end up getting another sack on Drew Brees. So we're doing a very good job so far. We're getting sheds with even 3 people rushing. So this is a very good defense. And then finally, we're going to be moving on to the final setup. What we're going to do, I'm going to give our opponent the same look, pinch our defense, shade over the top, throw the strong safety into an inside third, throw the right outside corner into an outside third. Then we're going to be throwing that right outside linebacker into a curl flat, and we're actually going to throw him into a hard flat, and then we're going to be throwing the right end right here into a curl flat, which is going to be double tapping that left D-pad, pressing the A button, and flicking that left stick to the right. The reason why I like to have the outside linebacker in the hard flat, or the cloud flat in this case, if you want to shade over the top, make it a cloud, you can. Why I like doing that so much is because it basically gives me an option, or it doesn't give me an option, but it will basically allow him to get back more as opposed to a defensive lineman. A defensive lineman can very easily cover 5 yards. This linebacker really cannot, or really, he can, but he can't really get back. I guess a defensive lineman can't really get back about 25 yards. So if you have a safety right there in that cloud flat, then he'll be able to drop back in coverage very easily, much more quickly than a down lineman can. Then what we're going to do is that vert hook player, we're going to throw him into a curl flat with just double tapping the Y button, pressing the Y button again, and flicking that left stick to the right. And then if you are cool with rushing 2 people, you could throw that right outside linebacker or left outside linebacker into a bluff blitz. So this is what the max coverage set would look like. Basically, you're double Mabeling both sides of the field, and you have a 3-rec in the middle. But in this case here, we're just going to blitz them. So we're going to rush 3 guys, and the middle is going to be completely our responsibility. So we're just going to hike the ball, and you see right there, we're just going to cover everything. We're going to try to cover everything, kind of come down to defend this tight end a little bit. And you see right there, the pressure's not really getting through too much here. We're just going to throw the ball away. But the pressure, got through a little bit here during this video, and this was just one of the exceptions. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button. Let's stretch for 5 likes. You guys are awesome. Take care. But most importantly, stay classy.